Ken, this is the 20th trip that I've taken to the U.S. since August 2013.
It's amazing.
It's tiring. But the reason I keep coming back is in the same way that Joseph, is quoted as saying, it's my brothers whom I'm seeking. I'm looking for my brothers and sisters. And there have been a lot of changes in this movement, whether you want to call it the Hebrew Roots movement, the Ephraimite movement, the Torah Observant, it's the old cliche. Call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner. There seems to still be a bit of a disconnect. There are those who just want their own congregations to be part of a new denomination. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like they can now incorporate in their congregation or fellowship whatever it is that they didn't have elsewhere, whether in mainstream Christianity or within other congregations within the movement. They need to realize that they're part of the restoration of all of Israel. They need to be thinking on a national level. So not only work within the family units and the congregation, but thinking about being part of the restoration of the nation of Israel. That creates a tremendous tie to the state of Israel. That creates a tremendous tie to their Jewish brothers and sisters, as well as other Ephraimite congregations and or other Christians who have a tremendous love for Israel. They may or may not be part of the whole package. That's not up for you or I to decide. Right. But it's a sense of being able to treat everyone with mutual respect.
Right. For those that had a Christian background, one of the things that's always bothered me is in the book of Galatians, and I know you've read some of the New Testament to find out what we're all about, I guess. But Paul had written something where basically said you were once Gentiles in the flesh, you were aliens of the Commonwealth of Israel, but now you're fellow citizens, just to scrunch it together. The problem with now you're fellow citizens of the Commonwealth of Israel by context, for some reason they don't understand then that being a part of something large somehow gets misconstrued to be they are now the head of something large. And these little islands unto themselves, which is what these types of congregations are, they're not necessarily part of the problem, but they're definitely not part of the solution. They're not working together to draw near. The Ezekiel 37, the Karav, where Ezekiel takes the 2:16 and draws them near, close to one another. They remain unique, but they're drawn close to one another. We're not drawn close to one another, not with each other and not with you, and we need to overcome that.
We're still looking at what could potentially divide us and keep us separate, as opposed to what we have in common.
Focusing on the things in common.
And, that has been the story, the saga of the people of Israel throughout history. Mm-hmm. That was the whole reason that we split into two kingdoms. Our glory days, to quote a song title, of David and Shlomo, King David and King Solomon, we're talking about 70 years, maybe. 70 years.
We're the whole thing.
The whole enchilada was 70 years. So it's really a sense of we need to really ask ourselves, are we serious about this process of restoration? Or is it just something that's kind of like the new flavor of the week? You're like, wow, yeah, that's cool. Let's learn some new dance steps and sing some Hebrew songs, and that's it. Those are great things, but that's not all of it.
Right.